What's up, everybody? We're back. I'm George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host, Marshana Dahlia. This is part 2 of the 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days podcast, season 5, episode 15. There's one more episode to go and the tell-all, both airing on the same night. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to talk about it. So let's talk about Kim and Usman. So we saw he gave her a private performance, which was literally her dream. She said that the one thing that he could do for her was give her a private performance. I like that she's simple, right? Some women want cars, houses, purses. She just wanted a live performance from him, private, and he did that for her. And now they are back in it. They're trying to work it out. But okay, so Usman was really okay in the ride to the airport. I don't know if you caught that. Like, he was happy, he was smiling, he was laughing. Kim was like not keeping it together at all. She was crying, she was hurt, she was scared, she was anxious because once she gets on that plane, she doesn't really know what's going to happen. This is a huge unknown. She could never talk to him again, never see him again. The relationship could not be the way it was when they were together. And it kind of seemed like Usman was just like, oh, have a good flight. This was fun. It was very mechanical. I didn't feel that he had the emotion. His emotion didn't match Kim's emotion.
We have known all season long that his emotions haven't matched Kim's emotions. I mean, we're not learning anything new in these episodes, y'all, because it's more of the same. It's more of Kim trying to pull from Usman that which is not there to be found, and it's more of Usman just kind of being like, "I'm not kissing you in public. Yeah, I might have slept with you last night, but I'm not going to kiss you in public." And it's like, ladies, if y'all are in a relationship like this and you can't read the writing on the wall, come on now, gather it. Again, we've said this so many times on this channel. Kim, like everybody else in this world, is worthy of love, respect, and reciprocity. If you're in a relationship with somebody or trying to be in a relationship with someone and you have to do all the pushing and they ain't doing no pulling, just call it a wash. Count your losses and move on.
Well, he did line out a little further because he said that he wants her to meet his mother. And that was enough to make her think that this is a serious relationship because she's like, oh, this is really big. This is really serious. But let's keep in mind, Lisa also met his mother and that went nowhere. So, and
Nowhere.
this trip has not even been planned. This is just something that, he took the fishing hook and he drew the line out a little more as, to give her a little more to nibble on. So we're just going to have to see what happens. I want her to be happy, Kim. I want you to be happy. I don't believe that it's with Usman, but that's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. If you want to be with Usman, I want you to be with Usman. But if you end up with someone else and they treat you the way you should be treated, I'll be just as happy.
Exactly. I agree. Kim, you deserve love, and I hope you find it. And I know it's not with Usman.
All right, so 2 days before Ben is leaving, he decides to invite Mahogany back to the pier where they had their first date. And the most shocking moment of the season happened. They were having a conversation and they began kissing twice. And I can't imagine what's going on. Like, everybody tweeted, "Was this? What is happening? Why is this happening? We know there's no connection. Why would she kiss him? Because this is going to give him the idea that there is something here." And it did. It gave him the wrong idea. And we saw her end up running away from him. That kiss gave him the inclination that she is the girl from the chats and they're going to get married and they're going to have kids and everything is fine. And I don't know what was going through her mind. What do you think was going through her mind?
Listen, I think he leaned in for the kiss, and she was just like, "Okay, let me, he here. Let me just, let me take it for a little spin." But then, of course, Ben cannot be happy or satisfied with a good moment because what does he do? Go right into the next date and ruin everything. "Oh, you keep it stuff from me. Oh, this, oh, that." He is just so immature. I love that she walked away. She was like, "No, stay right there. Keep talking. No, you keep talking, but I gotta go." Like, there are some people in life who just are afraid of a good time. If things are just going well, they can't handle it. And then they have to come with something else that's going to, blast the whole moment because they don't know how to just let sleeping dogs lie. Ben needs to grow up a lot. He is painfully immature. He is in his 50s, has been bested by a 22-year-old. I mean, I'm team Mahogany.
I mean, I agree. I think Mahogany is trying to be friendly. But being friendly and leading someone on by kissing them is it's dangerous in this situation. Ben doesn't know how to take no for an answer. When she told him she didn't want to be with him because she didn't believe he was who she thought he was, he said, "Oh, well, let me talk to your parents." It's not, "Oh, okay, let's end this." We saw this with Mike as well. He's like, "Oh, well, I can convince you, or I can prove that." And it's like, there's nothing to prove. If someone isn't interested in you just the way they are when they meet you, they're not interested in you. And talking to someone online and talking to someone in real life is not the same thing. I think people during the pandemic got confused because we were using Zoom and we were talking to people online and we felt like we were still interacting. We were not. A lot of times we were interacting with people that we already knew. So it did feel like an interaction because we had actually interacted with these people in person before the pandemic. But there is no real connection or interaction through a video call. And they didn't video call. Now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't even video call. So this was all through text. And I don't even know if you can get to know anyone through text. I've had arguments with people through text because they didn't read my tone correctly. I answered a question and it came off as though I was being nasty. And we had an entire argument when I wasn't being nasty, because that's how text can be misconstrued. So I feel like Mahogany needs to, this time when we saw her leaving and running, don't meet with him. Don't answer his calls. Don't let him convince you to meet him anywhere else. Don't go to the airport. Don't return his calls. I don't feel it's safe for you to continue talking to him. You told him not to come to your hometown, not to come to your country. You didn't feel comfortable, and he did it anyway. And every time that you try to get away, she was sitting in the car, and he opened the other side door to the car and was forcing her to listen to his conversation. I believe that is such a controlling move, and it's almost saying that you have power over someone, that they have to listen to what you have to say. No one has to do anything except pay taxes. Like, no one has to do anything. So I feel like Ben is overstepping, and I think it's because he feels his age, he's older, he can tell her what to do. And that's also very, very disturbing. I just feel like she needs to be away from him.
She can't get away from him and stay away from him soon enough. This behavior is controlling, like you said, borderline abusive, and frankly quite dangerous. Ben, you need to get a grip. There's a reason why you prey on women in other countries or prey on younger women, because you want to be in control and you want to dictate, but you are a child. You're an overgrown child. His development is so arrested, it's not even funny. I want everybody in the 90-day universe to take a page out of Rose's book. When Rose, she tolerated a lot of stuff from Ed. She didn't say a lot to Ed. But when she finally said, "I don't think you love me. You did X, Y, Z, P, Q," and she booked it out of there, we didn't see her again until the tell-all. She didn't let the producers or anybody else convince her to get back on camera with this man and have not one more interaction. Y'all need to take a page out of Rose's book. She did it best.
Rose knew it was time to end it. And her facial expressions when Ed was talking to her, she was just like, "I can't even tolerate you." And when she was ready to walk, she walked off. They were on an island at a resort. She walked off. We did not see her again. Like you said, she was done. And when he tried to interact with her on the tell-all, she wasn't having it. She didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. And that's what I want to see with Mahogany. Don't even entertain him. It's over. You're better off. Find someone your own age. You have friends your own age. I know you're in college. You can find somebody your own age, and they will be more mature than Ben is.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, that's it for part 2. I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host, Marshana Dahlia. Thanks for watching, and we will be covering next week's finale and tell-all. I can't wait, and we will see you all next week.